Hi. I
Hi.
think we got it this time. I'm gonna go on Facebook.
So
Yeah.
excited.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
All right. Hi.
Yeah.
So world, I think we should let you know that we did try this earlier today.
Not so successfully, but we're doing it
Woo! It was supposed to be. So what you guys had missed earlier was a lot of faux pas on my end. I had never did a Zoom with a Facebook Live at the same time. So thank goodness with Tracy and Katie, only 52 minutes later did we figure out how to make it work. So I have a couple different Zoom accounts. We had to log into one certain one and all the good stuff.
now.
So you guys, like today has been amazing, absolutely amazing. First off, I want to say thank you. Yeah, super, super excited. And I want to introduce my friend Tracy to you guys. And if you guys caught my nuggets along the way, everybody that I'm introducing to you today is just a part of this amazing tribe community. And every single one of these people I met because I stepped out of my comfort zone. So, yes. So it was super exciting. So everyone thinks that Tracy and I are sisters, and I will 100% take that, right? We were at was it Yes to Success with Deborah?
I think so.
At the
Deborah
hair.
Carmen. Yeah.
Yeah. God, 10, 12 years ago. I don't even know. And at least,
At
at
least
least
now that I think about it, yeah, it might even have been longer than that.
and I remember I literally had directions written on a piece of paper to get up there. Like I didn't know how to use this thing, please, and I got there and it was amazing. And then Tracy and I connected, and then I've gone and visited her when she moved to Vegas, and then she was supposed to be here and we were going to do a big event. Was it September? And then, that little something, something got in the way. We won't say what it was, that 2021 stuff that was in our past. Nice face.
Hopefully not future.
So we do have several things that we are collaborating with. And so Tracy, tell them a little bit about you and what you do and all that good stuff.
Okay. Well, Tracy Starr, but I'm really kind of coined as the heart to heart connector. So like my URL is hearttoheartconnector.com. I professionally mostly have been a business, marketing, and PR coach for transformational leaders, people I call miracle messengers. So like you, right? People who are positive and putting out, good things in the world and want to help, humanity and everybody live a better life. And so that's really been my focus for a really long time. But I've also, with doing that, have made just some incredible connections. And that's really what we're going to talk about today is connections, with affiliate marketing and joint ventures. And so if you have a business, like using those connections in a positive way of having referral fees back and forth and things like that. So everybody, it's a win-win-win. Everybody grows together. In collaboration, I actually also have a company called Luscious Living Lifestyle with my partner, Bob Doyle, who was in The Secret. And we also have some other projects that we're working on. But solo, I will be putting out this year The Power of Lists, which is a book and program that I will be introducing. We're not going to talk about it today. We'll talk about it another time. But, all the fun stuff I have going on. But really, this is a conversation about heart to heart connections. And Jody being my a heart of mine, right? So this is like totally perfect. And and just the importance of being connected,
Mhm.
especially right now with this whole crazy world that we've got. I mean, we're doing Zoom, thank God for technology, right? I'm in Las Vegas, she's in Chicago, but I'm from Chicago, right? So it's like, It's amazing what we can do, but we've been so pulled apart with this, you know, pandemic, and and just this crazy world we're living in right now, and so many people feel like disconnected. And so just trying to rein that back in all of the work that we're doing, so that people really have a sense and a space that they're not alone, and
Yeah.
that we are all one,
Mhm.
even though
Absolutely.
sometimes it doesn't feel like it.
Right. So, like, and this is the launch today, and I know.
I'm excited. I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you. It's so beautiful. I love it. Love, love, love.
And Tracy was one of the first people. Well, let's do something. I was like, but that's the kind of people that you surround yourself with. But you guys, you got to do the work. And sometimes you got to redo the work. And especially when you get thrown some monkey wrenches, you got to go back in and do the work. And when you have a great support system, it changes everything for you. It truly, truly does. And when you don't make it to be a big thing, right? I can call Tracy at 4 o'clock in the morning and she answers me. Like, like sometimes I'll just be awake, which I normally get up at 4:30 or 5, but some days I get up earlier and I forget that she's in Vegas and I'll shoot her a message and she responds. I'm like, aren't you sleeping? But that's
Oh,
just
I don't do
the type,
much of that.
yeah. That's the type of people that you bring into your world when you do the work. So, Tracy, I've been doing this with everybody and I want to do it with you because I always find it really fascinating what happens. So, I'm going to open the book because you know how our books just talk to us.
Yes, they
And
do.
yes, and then we'll just see what needs to come out for our viewers today. Okay.
Love that so much.
Yes. All right. Let's do it here. Day 2 in compassion.
Ooh,
Mhm.
ooh, that's a good one.
It really feels great to give to others. So go out and help somebody. Help the lady with 3 kids struggling to get her groceries in the car. Share love through the warmth of a smile to a neighbor who seems lonely. Strike up a conversation with a stranger in the elevator. Look someone in the eye and say, hello, how are you today? Break down this imaginary wall and connect with people you meet. Lend a helping hand through actions and love. You never know what someone else is going through. That
Did
totally went with our conversation.
randomly you picked that?
Yes, I just opened the book. Isn't
I
that
have
great?
chills. I so love how that just happened. Oh my God.
Yes, I
Yes, exactly.
that's how it is, right?
That's how it works. That's
Yeah.
exactly right. Oh my goodness. Right, exactly. Make connections, don't stay in your little bubble. You're at the grocery store, you see someone, smile.
Yes.
Although, okay, now we have these mask things, so people, but I'm going to tell you something that I do notice. You can still see people smiling with their eyes.
Mhm.
So and there's an energy that comes out of you when you're smiling that, everything's energy. So people still can feel that warmth and welcomeness, it's, yeah, compassion. Oh my goodness. And for situations, I have a couple things, not that we all don't, right, going on that, could be like, tedious situations where there's, some yuckiness to it. And when you take a step back and take yourself out of that situation and look at it from an observer point of view and go, okay, let me put those shoes on. Let me put that other person's shoes on and sort of see if I can see from their perspective, their perspective. You get more of an introspection into the situation. I,
Yeah.
I've just recently found something that, I was pretty upset about because it was coming from my point of view. And I took the time to actually go through, and then you're talking about doing the work, right? Like I said, okay, like let me see like what's going on. And then I had found out that they have something personal going on with their family that would throw anybody for a loop. And
Mhm.
suddenly it wasn't about me anymore. My upset about the situation melted
Yes.
because I realized my connection in that situation, like how they were coming at it was just far different. And so now I made a connection out and it's healed the situation. It's gone. It's like neutralized all of it. So, when we really look at how we are with others and making those connections and really coming from that heart-centered place, a lot of the negativity and drama that we may be dealing with in our lives can literally melt away with just a shift of how we're being,
Yes.
how we're thinking about things.
Yes, absolutely. And that's
compassion.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also like you have people in your corner that remind you of that, right? Like it's okay to have that conversation and say, like I could call you and say, Tracy, I was really triggered by this. My higher self sees it this way. My ego self, and not that ego's a bad thing, we all have it, but my my lower vibration self is seeing it this way. Why am I triggered? And then we just shift through it, and look for what are we grateful for in the situation, how we learn from it, and then we just do better tomorrow.
Yep, it's true. I mean, everything that we're going through, we sort of have, and actually I just heard this last night, so this is really awesome and fresh. But we carry everybody has a backpack, and we have rocks in them, right? The rocks are the different traumas or situations that we still carry around with us for whatever reason we haven't been able to let go of. And some of us have really ginormous boulders in those backpacks, and some, they're more pebbles because they've done a lot more work. But the truth is we're still carrying these backpacks. And, when we come up to a new situation or a new connection or a new, just a new person, we still have, everybody's carrying the backpack, right? So that's the lens that we're seeing everything through. So having a good core group of friends that you can, rely on to help you see a different side, a new perspective, a different picture, can really help with the backpack situation because they're carrying a different one, so they can help you see things differently.
Yes.
So, again, bringing it back to the heart-centered, intention of coming from that space, not so much the head. Not that our head isn't bad. I mean, all we do is talk about brain rewiring all day long here, but it's true. It's topic conversation all day. But
Bob's like laser focus right now.
Yeah. So yes. Bob is very much about rewiring the brain and neuroplasticity and there's a heart component to that as well too, right? I mean, because the heart and brain are very well connected. Oftentimes the heart is actually considered the brain. There's the Heart Math Institute, which I'm just going to plug because they're awesome. And so it's like, there's correlations to all of it, but connections. I mean, we're a pack animal, technically. We need each other, and to have, they say the circle of five, right? I think it's, yes, you have a core circle of five that you can call at 4:00 in the morning if you want to, and they'll answer. Which is, so incredible to have in your life. But to even have like a little extended circle of the people that have your best interest at heart, and and they're positive people. They're not the ones that are going to poo-poo any ideas that you have. While they may, play devil's advocate, the conversation is intended as that's what they're doing to help you see a different side, not that they're just being negative and judgmental and that's just how they are. So, life is really all about connections. I mean, how we grow businesses, how we have families. I mean, you have to connect somehow. So all types of connections.
Oh, and I have to show you, I'm sure, I know you see her all the time. Guys, this
is fur baby connections.
She is in every single video. It's hysterical. And then Tabby comes around the corner and she'll check and see what's going on. And then she'll be like, okay, I'll be back in a little bit. Mom's still working. But Suki, she is either behind me, usually with a toy, or laying on my feet. I seriously think like she was a movie star or something in a previous life. I don't know. Yes, but the connection, and I know a lot of people feel isolated. And if you are going to only do this for a temporary amount of time, don't do it. But if you are willing to make that investment into loving a fur baby of whatever that is to you, that connection is unbelievable. And it really allows you to be able to meet other people more openly, easily, because everybody wants to see your dog and everybody wants to pet your dog, provided they're nice, right? Yeah, always ask permission first, may I,
Yes.
but it makes such a difference. And so when you were talking about pack animals earlier, I was laughing because she's coming around the corner. I'm like, oh, she hears Tracy talking. And because we are a pack, and so to give yourself permission, and if you're an introvert, that's great. But all my introvert friends have just a core amount of people that they really, really connect with. And then it allows you to thrive and to grow and to bounce ideas off of each other.
Yeah.
So yay, I love it. I love it. I appreciate you doing this today.
Oh my God, I'm so grateful you asked me to. So thank you.
So just a heads up, a little bit of stuff that we have going on. So if you buy the book today and you're in Chicago, you can come to my class tonight for free. If you're in Shorewood, you can come tomorrow for free. I know, right? But we're doing open Zoom twice a month. So you just sign up jodybodick.com and there's an open Zoom room. So you just put in the things that you really want to talk about. And it's so interesting because I've been doing some of these publicly and then some privately. And the people that are meant to be connected in those groups are so unreal. Like last week, I had all people who help people in the health industry. I was like, so interesting, right?
Right.
And yeah, it's just amazing. And so then from there, we're going to do a mastermind, which you will be involved with, absolutely. And then we're also going to have retreats. So I know that we've been talking about, coming out to the West Coast, and whether that be Vegas, Arizona, California, whatever. Her and I fought so hard with Deborah and Bob to make September happen. We're like, we are getting together and we are having this. And
I didn't even end up coming to Chicago.
yes.
And
And
I
then
haven't
we're
been back yet, which I should, just so I say, here we go publicly, but like at end of March, I will be in town. I just don't know when yet.
okay, we'll make something happen. Yeah. Whatever we figure out to do.
Yeah.
But you guys just keep your eyes open for when you get that little nudge to connect with somebody, just do it, guys. You never ever know what kind of beautiful relationships are going to absolutely happen. So thank you. Thank you for sharing my day with me twice.
Oh God, I say every day. You know that.
I know. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you and we'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. Thank
Bye,
you.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Annie.
Bye.